So we've talked about that first, you got to wake up. So let's just pretend that our audience can kind of play this game with us, that all of us just woke up, which means we know who we are. We've become what the Far East referred to as self realized. We know we are a child of the divine. We know that the divine is in us. We know the kingdom of heaven is within us. And now, with his grace and his mercy, we can move forward. So now we're going to try to figure out what we can do so that we can do our highest and best, right? Well, there's a couple things you can do. The Lamasery really believes never take anything for granted, of least time and energy. Those are the two most important things that we have. They're worth the most. Money you can always make, time you can never get back. Based on that, that's the way it is. But energy being the currency of life, I got to know that when I'm doing my best, Master Rabbi Jesus said, know ye by your work. Lamasery added to that years later, and the quality and the passion of your work. So what we say is, we're, of course, each day always going to keep, I teach all the students to have pen and paper close to them when they are doing their meditations, their prayers, doing their Tai Chi Gong exercises. We tell them to do that. And on the inside, coming outside, we get things revealed to us by the Divine Father. So as we do that, that's good. But we're going to even take it a step further, knowing that a being on the planet, when they make early transition, they're still more extroverted than they are introverted. They're still more used to going outside young than going inside yin. So we developed this method called, Jimmy, the column exercise, where you get a piece of paper, and what you do is you draw 3 lines down the paper, and then you list things that you are passionate about, things you love. And then in the second column, you write down things you are qualified to do, maybe your certifications, maybe any diplomas that you've had. Also, write down what other people, when they look at you, they might say, this Jimmy Swin, he's a great communicator. Well, that's good, because we're in the age of communication. The third column is very important also. And that is, what do you really dislike in the world? What do you dislike in work? What do you dislike in people? And you have to look at that as a mirror. So as you begin to do this column exercise, you should review it every 90 days. Then when you're doing your prayers and meditation, you will see a figure 8 flow between those pages in your inside, and you will get focused, and lo and behold, a pathway. The rudder of your boat in this lifetime has now been set, Jimmy.